Evolution is a fascinating process that has been shaping the natural world for billions of years. It is a mechanism by which living organisms adapt and change in response to their environment, and it can lead to the emergence of new species and the extinction of others. However, contrary to popular belief, evolution does not always lead to more advanced or complex species. So, let's have a look into this. You are watching Lecture It. In fact, evolution can sometimes lead to unexpected and counterintuitive outcomes. The Texas blind salamander is a perfect example of this. Over many generations, these salamanders have lost their eyes due to the uselessness of eyes in the dark caves where they dwell. While this adaptation has allowed them to successfully exploit their environment, it is not necessarily a sign of progress or advancement. From a global perspective, going blind may seem like a step backwards, but in the context of their environment, it has allowed them to thrive. One of the key principles of evolution is that it is driven by random genetic mutations that are then passed down from one generation to the next. These mutations can be beneficial, harmful, or have no effect at all. Natural selection then acts upon these mutations, favoring those that increase an organism's chances of survival and reproduction. Sometimes, however, these mutations can have unintended consequences. For example, the flightless cormorant, a bird found only in the Galapagos Islands, has lost the ability to fly due to its environment. This adaptation has allowed them to conserve energy and better exploit the abundant marine resources found around the islands. However, their wings have become small and useless, making them vulnerable to predation and limiting their ability to expand their range beyond the islands. Another fascinating example of evolution's unpredictability is the phenomenon of convergent evolution. This occurs when different species in different parts of the world evolve similar traits or adaptations independently. For example, both dolphins and ichthyosaurs have evolved streamlined bodies and flippers that allow them to move quickly through water, despite being completely different types of animals. Similarly, both bats and birds have evolved wings that allow them to fly, despite having very different structures and mechanisms for achieving flight. It is worth noting that evolution is not always a smooth or linear process. Rather, it is marked by periods of rapid change followed by long periods of stability. These periods of rapid change are often associated with major environmental shifts, such as the extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, which paved the way for the rise of mammals. Ultimately, evolution is a complex and dynamic process that is still not fully understood. While it may not always lead to more advanced or complex species, it is an essential part of the natural world that has allowed living organisms to adapt and thrive in a constantly changing environment. By studying and understanding the mechanisms of evolution, we can gain a greater appreciation for the diversity of life on Earth and our place in the natural world.